Are you always in bed and feel like a bag of potatoes? Do you feel like you want to do something, outside or, have like a nice, chill life and be able to enjoy, all the outdoor stuff? Well, you're in luck. How about you try some exercising? Yeah, that's right. You should try some exercising. I think you're probably wondering why we should go for, why should we exercise? Well, I used to think like that too. Back then, I used to always hate exercising, and I gotta say, exercising changed my life. Exercising is actually a very big life changer for me as I'm able to do anything that, hard physical stuff. That's what I'm trying to imply. Um, but you're probably wondering why people should, try to at least exercise three times a week at least. Well, it's because your body needs to at least, get like the physical activity within the week. I'm pretty sure everyone at home is constantly, behind the screen, like me right now, behind the screen, doing their work, either watching TV, and doing all other sorts of things. But as of now, we're all stuck at home, cooped, and I gotta say, you probably might have lost interest in doing it. But I'm gonna help you get back your interest and get you back into the groove of exercising and why you should exercise. But before we do that, there are the four main topics of exercising, which is physical fitness, mental health, weight control, and fun. Well, technically there's three, but the fun part is the part that I want to show you in the end of the video. But let's start off with physical fitness. And you're probably wondering how physical fitness can help with exercising. Well, physical fitness can help you lift your mood. And what that means is that, let's say you have like a pretty bad day. Maybe some client, argued with you, or you were just really stressed the whole time. Exercising can help you relieve your stress and anxiety, and which is a good thing because you don't want to constantly be stressed at all times. And also, physical fitness, you can build muscles, bone structure, and your immune system. All three of these characteristics are very important to your body. And you can find this information through the Mayo Clinic talk. Which brings me to mental health. When I talked about stress and anxiety, what does mental health, does that come in mind? Well, mental health can also help you boost your self-esteem and confidence as well. And what that means is that you'll be able to encourage yourself to do things that you weren't able to do. It's like saying I can do things what others couldn't do, but I can do things what others can't. So that's pretty much the the encourager. And you can also find this. You can also find mental health through Live Strong by Bennett Crawford and Elite Daily by Georgina Burberry. Mental health and physical fitness are two of the more main important features of exercising, and which is why you should keep those two in mind, because you will always need those two when you exercise at all times. Next topic is weight control. Now, I think most people who are watching this or, try to exercise is, trying to do weight control. And what weight control is from what the text is saying, you're either cutting down on what you eat or cutting down the amount of mass that you have in your body. And the second part that I talked about, for that part, you can also aim to lose body fat, which is what most folks or most men, from what I've experienced, what most men do, because in terms of body fat, they want to cut down. They want to cut it down so they can get definition, from their bodies, like maybe like a more refined, chest, abs, maybe arms too. But it's the same concept. And also for weight control, you can also start a diet plan. Now, most diets don't really work. It all depends on your body and how your body reacts to the supplements that you take in. So theoretically, you have to actually research what you want to eat before you put in your body, and which is pretty self-explanatory. Most of these diet plans, you can actually find it through Help Guide by Melinda Smith. I find it very useful because let's say you want to cut down on carbs, but you want to substitute something else with carbs. There's probably like a plan for you to use, so that you can also try it out and give feedback to the person who talks about the diet. Lastly is exercise. I think this is my favorite part, but before we get into exercise, I would like to show you some videos about me doing exercising. But just to be aware, these videos were pre-COVID, so don't mind without the mask. That was pretty good, right? Now, why do I think exercising is fun? Well, it's because exercising, you can crank up tunes while you work out. And what that means is that when you crank up tunes, you tend to get into a groove of you tend to go in sync when you work out. And because of that, it keeps your mind intact, and it keeps your mood up at the same time. So let's say if you listen to electric dance music or EDM, and you're about to hear the beat drop, your brain or your mind itself is so hyped, or hype means that you're so excited that you're about to just groove it out. So let's say when the beat is about to drop and you're doing squats with a heavy PR or personal record, you're pretty much just going through it, and you're pretty much excited about it the whole time. On top of exercising, on top of not exercising, but on top of why exercising is fun, is that you can also do many things with it as well. You can either exercise indoors or outdoors, and exercising is a physical activity. If you think about it, physical activities are meant to be fun, and most folks see exercising as a way to relieve stress, like I said earlier, and most stress can pretty much disrupt their day, or just disrupt them at the same time. You can find this article through Chris Iliad's, and he pretty much gives like a brief explanation of why outdoor exercising is fun and how it can alleviate your mind. Now you're probably wondering how to motivate myself, or how I can motivate, or how did I motivate myself to do it? And pretty much all you gotta do is you just gotta do it. Like if you tell your mind to like, oh, I'm gonna do this later, then you're not gonna do it later. Your mind's gonna tell you that you're gonna do it later, but you're actually not gonna do it at all. And which sucks, because that's just a lazy mindset. So if you want to get something done, just do it, no matter what. Regardless of how hard it is, just run with it, because you just can't be lazy at all, But if you're willing to exercise, at least try three times a week. And if you're like really dedicated, try to do at least 5. But overall, I hope everyone should exercise at least 3 times a week. Or even at least, if you don't like exercising, at least stretch, because that is a type of exercise. I hope you enjoy this speech, and I thank you for taking your time to watching this.